Nintendo is reaching new heights with their recently released console/handheld hybrid, which has become their fastest selling console ever. Alongside the Nintendo Switch is the best game Nintendo has ever created and now holds the most perfect scores in Metacritic history. Welcome to our review of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This game is gorgeous. The trees, the blowing grass, and the towering mountains really put you into awe as you stare out into the distance. The game drops you into a world that feels easily accessible and allows you to shape your adventure in any way you feel possible. The fact you can pick up any weapon and tons of different food and items throughout the first 5 minutes of the game is unheard of. In Breath of the Wild, the graphics are amazing, and the cel-shaded style is extremely fitting for a Zelda game. It gives Link and the environments the justice they deserve. As video games become more and more realistic looking, games have started to look bland and boring. So to see a video game such as Zelda go into this art direction is, no pun intended, a breath of fresh air. Now, the soundtrack has been a topic of controversy because it's very minimal. Nintendo does this that way we're eclipsed with the beautiful sounds of the wild. Even my friend Kyle said that you could hear the grass tickling his boots.
I can hear the grass tickling my boots.
The game has a beautiful and soothing ambiance to it, and the sounds of the wild really make you feel immersed within the game. Personally, my favorite piece of music is when you're happily galloping on your trusty steed. Now, gameplay-wise, there isn't another game better. I'll say that now. It's a very bold statement, but the game is extremely rock solid and accessible. Everything about the game is clever, challenging, and satisfying. You have a tough bad guy that you're having issues with? Look around the environment. Maybe roll a bomb on him, or drop a metallic box on his head, sneak up on him, or try your luck with range combat. The possibilities are endless. The combat itself is a blast, from standard sword slashing, throwing melee weapons, using a bow, becoming Magneto, and throwing bombs are all great options for disposing of enemies. The game has hours upon hours upon hours of gameplay, from main story quests, side quests, exploration, shrines, cooking, hunting, gathering material, and fighting tough mini-bosses. And, last but not least, my personal favorite, shield sledding. Now, the story in this game is extremely simple and easy to comprehend. Link has been asleep for the last 100 years, and he is now tasked with the responsibility of destroying Calamity Ganon and freeing Hyrule from this impending doom. The story is very skimpy, but it does a great job with the little amount of depth that we have come to expect from a Zelda game. Now, as much as this game rocks, there's a few issues I had with it personally. I really didn't care about frame rate. For as far as I know, this game is gorgeous, even with the slight frame rate drops I've noticed. Now, I'll start with my first petty issue with the game that I have, and it's that I don't have a cookbook. I've made some great freaking meals in the game, and I have no idea how to make this cake dish I once made. However, the real issue I had with the game was that the bosses were quite underwhelming, especially the end boss, which I felt extremely let down after beating him. However, if you're looking for a great challenge, Lionels are a great substitute for anyone looking for that. First time I actually fought a Lionel, I think I died maybe 5, 6, 7 times. This game has so much charm and personality that I'm kind of kicking myself for not playing it within the last few days. I can and will never get enough of this game. This game keeps giving and giving, and I can say that it is worth the wait. Nintendo has once again set a standard for new video games to come, and I'm interested to see how the game community will evolve after this revolutionary game. VGN is proud to present Breath of the Wild with a perfect 10 out of 10. Now, just because the game's not picture perfect, we will never reach picture perfect in a video game, or in fact anything. I look at it from a grading standpoint. You may have a student that turns in an essay. Essay may have sloppy handwriting, but the content is extremely good. Now, you gotta look at it that way. There might be some minor issues with the game, but that doesn't mean it doesn't live up to the perfect quality standard we've set in the video game community. For more game entertainment and news, join us at VGEN.